Hey guys, this is how to play Billionaire by Travis McCoy on the piano. To start off, you got to set up your piano, or your keyboard if you have one, by splitting the board into two sounds. Let me reset my piano real quick. And the way you do it is over here, if you have a YPG 225, over here it says split right there. You turn it on by pushing it once, on, hold it, and then on the screen it'll ask you for the split voice. Set it to finger bass or whatever bass guitar that you have. For mine it's 042. And then the left half of your keyboard should play bass. And then the top half should play the grand piano. Alright? You can choose to put it as a classical guitar if you want. For mine, that's 032, and that's what I played in the video. The first riff is a guitar riff that you hear throughout most of the song. It's played, if this is middle C, it's played right here. You start by playing A and C sharp together. That's the first note. And you play it 4 times on every and beat for the first measure. So in a 4-measure phrase, the first measure would be A and C sharp, and on every and beat. So that'd be, and you kind of want to staccato it. Alright, the second note is A sharp, A flat, and F. Played on the second measure of the 4-measure phrase on every and beat. Then the third note of the 4-measure phrase is back to the first one, same as first, A and C sharp. And then the fourth note is B and A flat. Again, on every and beat, one of those notes per measure in the 4-measure phrase. So I'll play it all together, staccato. And that goes out through most of the song. At the beginning of the song, you can hear a little riff in the bass that just starts off the riff that I just showed y'all. So over here, on the bass side of the keyboard, you want to do A flat, F sharp, and E. And that's one per measure, and it's about, in the 4-measure phrase that I just showed y'all, it's about an 1/8 note long at the very beginning of each of those. So the first measure, it's only A, 1/8 note, rest for the rest of the measure. The second measure, 1/8 note, A flat. The third measure, F sharp. And the fourth measure, E. Alright, and that mixed with the riff that I just showed you will sound like this. You want to make sure you make that bass note get to the and, if you know what that means. Okay, for the next part of the intro, for the left hand bass, you do whole note D, whole note E, then whole note, or tied whole note F, which covers the last 2 measures. And then you just do that again. Over here, you do the same staccato 1/8 note thing on every and beat, except you do it here. So for the first measure, it'd be D and F sharp. And the second one would be E and A flat. And then for the last 2, it'd be back up to the first one that I showed you, which is A and C sharp. So if you understand how that goes, it'll be like this. Okay, you'll do that riff that I just showed you twice, and then there's an alteration on the third one, where he goes, different city every night. Then you you go up to A on the bass, and I'm pretty sure it's either quarter or half notes. Quarter is my guess, my best guess. So A, then A flat, F sharp, E, D. So then up to A, just like that. Alright, and then for the right hand part of that, just the same thing for the first two. So it'll be, then you go all the way up here to A, C sharp, same concept, the quarter note thing, A and C sharp, A flat and B, F sharp and A, E and A flat, D and F sharp. And then those are the answers to the bass notes. What I mean by that is it's on every and beat of those quarters. So it'll be, then up to A on the bass. So you go 1 and down 1. And back to that same riff. So whole note on D, whole note E, just like that. And just continue those. And finish off the intro with F sharp and C sharp, and then a C sharp on the bass end, like that. Okay, for the rap on the left hand is the bass, and then you start off with left hand over here on A, lowest A you can go, low, A, you go eighth notes, A, E, rest, A, E, A. So, A, E, A, rest, A, E, A. And that's the beat for it. That's the first measure. And then the second one is a little bit higher, right here, on C sharp and A flat. Same beat. Rest. Then you go low to F sharp and C sharp. Then to the last note on the keyboard, E, and B. And that completes the 4-measure phrase, which just repeats. And that's the left hand for the rap. And then for the right hand for the rap is just the 4-measure staccatoed eighths on every and note. Same thing. These. Then F and A flat. Back to A and C sharp. And then A flat and B. Just like that.